Well, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us here today. A very warm welcome to the felicitation of the Economic Times Best Brands in Plastics and Polymers 2021. Well, this is an ET Edge initiative, and a knowledge partner for this initiative is the Breakthrough Management Group India Private Limited, popularly known as BMGI. The Best Brands list is based on the market research conducted by BMGI. The ET Polymers magazine is driving this project from the editorial point of view. Let's begin the proceedings with the traditional lamp lighting. For this, may I please invite our distinguished guests to do the honors. Let me start off by inviting Mr. Naresh T. Rai Sanghani, CEO and Executive Director, HBS BMGI. Let's welcome him, please. Dr. Jitendra Sharma, Managing Director and Founder CEO of Andhra Pradesh MedTech Zone. And Mr. Rishi Sutrave, Brand Publisher, the ET Polymers Worldwide Media. Ladies and gentlemen, as we kickstart the proceedings, may I now invite on stage Ms. Kruti Bharadwaj, the Assistant Editor of the ET Polymers magazine, to present the opening note.
ET, in collaboration with BMGI, our knowledge partner, identifies these brands, analyzes their market presence, their offerings and brand recall, their innovative spirit, and acknowledges their excellence on this platform. There are several yardsticks to measure success with, one being the recognition you have. I hope that the companies being felicitated today will have as one of their yardsticks the fact that they were recognized as the best brand by the ET Best Brands in Plastics and Polymers. Once again, thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Kruti, for those opening remarks. I would now like to invite up on stage Mr. Naresh T. Rai Sanghani to please say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming him up on stage.
When I look at the plastics and polymers industry, it's quite fascinating. I mean, for all practical purposes, there would be hardly a person on this earth who may have not been touched by this industry. So when I look at the larger long term for plastics, it's quite well entrenched. 100 years of history, but it has, for all practical purposes, made a significant dent, challenging the steel, the iron, the wood, the glass, and made its presence felt. Having said this, with the long term is intact, it also creates its own challenges. It's a beautiful product, highly durable. And the durability, which is its friend, is also its foe. And we see at several places it creating a sustainability challenge for the world. I know it's an industry challenge. It's a global challenge. It's not that I expect one or two of us to do it. But the reality is that the steel industry got challenged by an outsider like plastics, and the plastics made a dent. If the plastic industry does not look at this particular challenge and address it, it can create another kind of a potential challenge for itself. So we need to be just cautious and work on that. Here are some recommendations that I have for us. Assume that your numbers, your revenue numbers, or your volumes may not increase. This is not true, but this is how you should assume, and then work on your cost tables. If you work accordingly, you can rest assured your profitability, like you have managed in the last 1 year, this year it will be far more better than what you would have seen. The second thing is the conventional way of how we compare our metrics. I mean, it's a classical investor comparison. When you do a Q1 comparison, you will do a Q1 to last year Q1 comparison. But my recommendation would be that please look at your Q3 numbers of the last year, and most likely your Q4 numbers will be much better. All your new future revenue numbers comparison, please do with your Q3 or Q4, which would be the highest for this year. And particularly in the coming year, the most important quarter for you is the Q2 quarter. If you cross the Q2 quarter, which is higher than your Q3 and Q4 comfortably, you can rest assured that the year ahead will be much better for you. So wishing the winners and the aspirants Best of luck for the Best Brands event. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I now invite the chief guest on stage, please allow me to briefly introduce him to all of you here today. Dr. Jitendra Sharma is the Managing Director and Founder CEO of Andhra Pradesh MedTech Zone, which is Asia's first medical devices manufacturing park. He is the founder and executive director of the Kalam Institute of Health Technology that serves as Medical Technology Policy Institute to various departments and ministries of Government of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I have this privilege of inviting him up on stage.
I was shocked why a medical technologist is invited in a family having giants from plastics. But then I realized why we are so interlinked. You see the difference between, and we use these words interchangeably, innovation and invention. Radio frequency is an invention. SIM cards are innovations. Bill-free calling is an innovation. It's a market innovation, it's not an invention. Data card, hotspot is an innovation. The innovation is finding the radio frequency. Plastic is an invention. It's in our periodic table, we have brilliant numbers, radioisotopes, gallium, thallium, arsenic, almost everything that we see comes from periodic table. That periodic table was made by nature. Plastic today runs the business. It was made by man. It's an invention. Everything that we make out of plastic, we use plastic for maybe an innovation, but plastic is an invention. The first thing I touch every day is my toothbrush. All of you do the same. It's plastic. The last thing I touch in my day is my alarm clock. That's plastic too. And therefore, while we may of course be alerted by the limitations of every material that we use as humans, we cannot ignore the fact that we literally cannot carry out our lives without plastic today, polymers today. There are sectors like mines, like minerals, like steel, but actually we can't call them lifesaver. Every angioplasty for cardiac blocks uses cardiac balloon catheter, which is 100% plastic and polymer. I don't know why plastic industry has never showcased its life-saving potential. Thousands and thousands and thousands of patients that we treat in hospital, we are able to save their lives and better their living standard only because of plastics. Right from the urinal bedpan that we put, to the dicing table on the X-ray, to the operation theater light, to the cardiac catheter for stent angioplasty, everything is plastic. And I think somewhere, I must thank the organizers for calling me here, because somewhere, I think the life-saving potential of plastic has been ignored. It has been an angel industry. It has been a lifesaver for many other sectors. It has been a lifesaver, a backstage worker for thousands and thousands and thousands of operations and procedures we do. We have not showcased that angelic behavior of this sector. So if plastics cannot be destroyed, can its potential of threat could be minimized or neutralized? And there are things like microwave. For that, we have a center for microwave. You actually have a center for microwave right in Mumbai. It's inside IIT Mumbai. It's an organization called SAMEER, Society for Microwave Electronics Engineering and Research. The acronym is SAMEER. Microwave, UV treatment, we have those technologies. We would love if this sector can come up and do some projects where we can reduce the threat, if not eliminate the cause of the threat. I think plastic has been mother of many sectors in India and globally. And I think we should be proud of being family members of such a sector, which is life-saving, talk about its life-saving properties, talk about how it can be bettered, how it can be productized into newer technologies, and see what we can do together, not just for the product and sector, but also for lives of people in the society, targeting unanswered problems. Thank you very much for your patient listening, and Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to unveil the cover of the coffee table book of the Economic Times Best Brands in Plastics and Polymers 2021. So ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with a felicitation. All eyes on the screen to know who is the first brand to be felicitated. Let's find out. The first brand to be felicitated is Blend Colors Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. It is Durup Polychem Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. It is Electronica Plastic Machines Limited. Let's find out who's taking the next Best Brand trophy home. Let's take a look. It's ExxonMobil. Let's find out who the next best brand is. Let's take a look. Congratulations, GMS Plastics Machinery. And with that, let's find out which is the next best brand. Let's take a look. It is Hasco India Private Limited. And the next best brand trophy goes to, let's find out. Congratulations, Aegis India Private Limited. And ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations, JP Extrusion Tech Private Limited. And ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations, JJ Plastalloy Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations, Kandui Industries Private Limited. Congratulations, let's have a huge round of applause for them. And ladies and gentlemen, the next best brand is, let's find out. Kevichem Color Private Limited. Well, who's taking the next best brand trophy home? Let's find out. The Kurari Group. And ladies and gentlemen, the next best brand that we are going to be calling upon is, let's find out. Look Plascon Limited. With that, let's move on to the next best brand. Congratulations, Mahalakshmi Pet Machines. Let's move on to the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations, Mamta Machinery Private Limited. She is accepting it on their behalf. And let's take a look at the next best brand. Congratulations, Panchal Plastic Machinery Private Limited. Let's find out the next best brand to be felicitated this evening. Let's take a look. Congratulations, Pimco Machines Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. Congratulations, S&T Plastic Machines Private Limited. Let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations, Soltex Petro Products Limited. And ladies and gentlemen, let's find out the next best brand. Let's take a look. Congratulations, Wellset Plast Extrusions Private Limited. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are at the last best brand for the evening. Congratulations, Judo Hot Runner India Private Limited. And Dr. Sharma, thank you so much for doing these honors with us. Yes, may I kindly request you to please take your seat. This ceremony would be incomplete without a heartfelt thank you. For this, I'd like to invite up on stage Mr. Rishi Sutrave to present the vote of thanks.
Congratulations to all the winners. This is the 4th edition of the ET Best Brands in Plastic and Polymers. Few of the participants couldn't make it, so congratulations to them too. And we look forward to seeing you next year again for the 5th edition. I'm sure we'll have a lot of more people attending this event. So all the best and take care, be safe. Thank you so much once again.
We have with us today Mr. Vishal Agarwal, President of Yudo Hot Runner India Private Limited. Mr. Vishal, thank you for being here and chatting with us today. So very briefly, we're going to talk to you, starting with your business. Could you give us a brief history of Yudo and its business activities in India?
Yudo is South Korean based MNC. We are #1 in the world for hot runner systems, and we are present for 21 years with the largest network in Indian market. In fact, we are the only hot runner supplier in India.
The only hot runner supplier.
Yeah, working
okay.
in all segments of the industry like automotive, packaging, white goods, electrical, and rather we are the only one in the world till date who have a successful CPVC hot runner with us. And till now in Indian market, our majority share is coming from automotive, but we are increasing our share very rapidly in packaging and CPVC also.
So as you just told us, Yudo in India focuses primarily on hot runners, which can be said to be a service-oriented product. Could you briefly describe your end-to-end product to service module you use for any given customer?
This product segment requires a lot of pre-sales engineering support, and that is not just restricted to our product. It goes up to the mold, the molding process, which is the key for the success of the entire product chain. And we don't restrict ourselves only to our products or even the mold. We go to the level of the end user during their production also to ensure that everything is going smooth. And we have one of the strongest service team and the most experienced service team for in this segment in Indian market.
Do you plan to venture into other product lines in India, or are you going to stick to hot runners?
We are sticking to a hot runner. There's so much of growth in this market. First, we have to achieve all that, and we are expanding our product portfolio in India. We have already launched Sino, which is another brand from our group company, which is for the semi-premium market, and that's really doing very good for us. And we are in process of launching one more product from our basket. A recently acquired company, Ronepsis in France, and which will be into the super premium market for the India, and I think that should be done maximum in next quarter.
So it's been a very difficult year for everyone, for all businesses. Is this true for Yudo as well?
Yes, last year was tough for everyone, and Yudo wasn't an exception. Especially for us, from March to May was a really tough time. But because we have footprint in many segments of the industry, like where some segments didn't do that good during that duration, but for us, packaging and medical equipments was something that took us out from that part, and we did quite well after that.
Could you briefly tell us about how your company is navigating the current scenario, and what are your future plans for the company?
We are going very strong now, and we are quite hopeful of crossing last year numbers, which will be a very big achievement for us in spite of the given condition we all had in the market. And as I said, we are very bullish for the market. What we are doing is, we are adding on to new machining capacity. We are increasing the number of machines for our local manufacturing in India. We are going to launch couple of more product range which will be made in India now, which till now we are importing from Korea. And I'm talking about as soon as maybe in another maximum 1 quarter, we should be able to achieve that.
Thank you, sir. I wish you good luck for all your endeavors which are coming up, and thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you.